Yo, 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 it's your boy Claymation back at it again with another video. So guys, I feel like I haven't done a video in a while. So today's topic, we're going to get into the Madden ratings of the Carolina Panthers. So I hope all your Pantherologists are ready for all this. I'm definitely iffy on the Madden game this year. I don't know what to expect. I just kind of feel like a lot of these guys who got ratings were just stupid, out of this world, that shouldn't have been ranked that high. I'm sure y'all can agree with me because I'm sure y'all have seen some ratings on some guys that shouldn't be that high. And I also see some ratings that guys shouldn't be that low either, which is what we're going to get into today with the Carolina Panthers. So, with Madden 21 coming out soon, EA Sports released the players' ratings for the game recently, and I know I'm a little bit behind. I'm playing a little catch up. I've been busy. Sorry. But the Carolina Panthers were given a 78 overall rating. Got an 80 on offense, 76 defense. Fair. I also feel like it's also kind of understandable with the whole situation with the whole offseason moves that we made and also with the rookies we signed. So I can understand that. But I feel like there could be a few adjustments here and there with the team. I feel like many of the Carolina players have been underrated. I also feel like a few of them are slightly overrated. And I was going through them and I made a list here, and I kind of gave you some insight on what I feel. So let's go. We're going to start with the guys I feel like that are overrated. I really feel like Matt Paradis with an 81 overall is kind of overrated. I mean, prior to his 2019 season, we thought and hoped as Panther fans that Paradis would continue to perform like he did when he was with the Broncos. But however, last year he had one of the worst seasons of his professional career last year, and I feel like an 81 overall is slightly too forgiving, especially for him struggling at center. And I really feel like he's more like I'd say between like a 75 and a 77, and which seems more in the range that I think he should be. We'll see what happens as the season progresses. Maybe he'll come back, perform like he did when he was with the Broncos, which we hope. So the next one I feel that's overrated, and some of y'all might agree, some of y'all might disagree with me. I feel like Dante Jackson's a little overrated. I feel like Dante Jackson, they gave him an 82 overall. Jackson, he might be the fastest corner in the game, but there was times last year with guys who are really good route runners, he was getting beat last season. I feel like the Madden ratings crew may have also been a little generous with his rating, since he does have to cover the big name guys, receivers. I feel like an 82 makes Jackson the highest rated player in the Panther secondary, and I don't believe that is true. I feel that Trey Boston is our best player in the secondary, who has a 79 overall, which I think he deserves the 82 overall, maybe even more. But don't get me wrong, I like Jack. I just feel like last season kind of makes me feel a little iffy with that 82 overall. Now we're going to get into a couple underrated guys here that I felt like were underrated. Madden didn't give them enough, appreciation. I saw that they gave Kewan Short, an 87 overall. Kewan Short, healthy, is one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. If he returns fully healthy, there's no reason why he shouldn't be rated around 90 or 91 overall. Next underrated Panther, I think, that didn't give him some credit where it's due, and that's Curtis Samuel. They gave him an 80 overall. I feel like Samuel has those explosive traits in the game, including, they gave him a 95 speed rating. However, they only gave him an 84 rating in catching. His deep route running was also lower than his short and medium route running, which also seems a little questionable to me. He's a very good route runner deep. He's a very good route runner short. He's a very good route runner medium. He's one of those guys, you can find him anywhere on the field, and he's super quick. I feel like he was just a little bit underrated there. So the next player I feel like that was underrated as well, Teddy Bridgewater. I get it. He was a backup last year for Drew Brees. I also understand, has been injured here and there. Every time he started for the Saints last year, he found a way to win. So for me, I think he's more like between, I would say, a 78 and an 80. That makes more sense to me. And he's not a turnover machine, so that's why I put him a little bit higher. I think Teddy Bridgewater should be a little bit higher. Now, the next one that makes me kind of pissed off, and I think it's a little bit disrespectful, and it's definitely underrated. They gave Will Grier a 63 overall. I understand that Will Grier didn't perform that well last year, but the offensive line also had to do a lot to do with the low quality at the quarterback position for Grier, Allen, and Newton. So I think 63 is a little bit borderline disrespect. I really do. So I think he should be a little bit higher. I would say I would at least give him a 68, 70 maybe. But 63, he's a lot better. I think he's a lot better than that. Last but not least, the one that I also felt that was underrated was Brian Burns. They gave him a 79 overall. And to me, this rating has to do with the fact of the limited amount of playing that Burns got last season. In this Phil Snow defense, it's highly likely that his rating probably will increase. Most likely. Especially since he will be on the field a lot more this season. So I think that was a little bit underrated. I think he probably should be around at least an 81 to an 83. That's at least what I think. Now, I think the rest of the ratings for the most part to me seem accurate. But I think, once the season starts, I expect a lot of these guys for their ratings to adjust, obviously. And I think you'll see some surprising adjustments in the ratings for some of these guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That's my opinion on the Madden ratings. Guys, please click the like button. Comment down below. Tell me who you think is underrated. Tell me who you think is overrated. Also, click that subscribe button. And guys, keep pounding.